Hey guys, Owenjustisntcool here, and welcome back to part 2 of RaiderZ. Where we left off last time, we just had a look inside the cash shop, and we hadn't seen any play to win items, so let's just have another look just in case there's anything new. There are a few new things in here. Mounts. I think these are all cosmetic items. The only new thing I can see is increased experience gain. Still, it's not exactly a play to win environment as much as a pay to win environment, sorry. As much as I said last time.
Better than I expected.
It's just kind of increase what you can already do, which is always the best. Hopefully what they're going to keep doing with the free to play games. There's quite a lot of them out now that are, you don't get an advantage that a player couldn't play the game before, well, without paying money.
A tooth for a tooth.
It's just the rate at which you get something seems to be improved. So even a completely free to play player should be able to play this game, and may take a bit more time than someone that's paying, but they'll still be able to reach the same goal in the end.
You're already here.
Anyway, let's go talk to this pirate woman who likes to wave her hands about. Turn in these two quests. What's these do? Restores health, restores energy. And this one.
Keep an ear open for the legend of Red Shark Tian.
Who the hell's that?
There is something you need to do for me.
So, what she's got a quest for? Make her some weapons.
A tooth for a tooth.
We'll make herself some weapons. And we seem to have a quest from this fish thing. Do they expect us to understand that? MMOs! All the fun of playing an MMO. Anyway. I guess this is Blacksmith Loco. Oop.
Hold on a second.
And he has a quest for us. He likes to take strolls on the beach, but you can't do it with all those shield crabs there. Ah, too bad.
Go on. What's the word?
And weapon
Take a look
crafting.
for
So, basic ways of making a weapon is you get the ingredients that you need from the monsters. So, just about all these need copper ore, besides this which needs elmwood. You can see any monster that drops it by clicking on the little magnifying, well, hovering over the magnifying glass. And I do believe just about all weapons in the game are made by crafting. There's no monster drops that actually give you weapons. Monsters only drop, as far as I'm aware, items to craft a weapon. I mean, I could be wrong later on in the game, but from what I can see so far, that's just what you get. So, what do we need to do? We need to kill these sea bozers for that random fish thing, and the shield crabs. So... hopefully, a little bit later on, I'll be able to show you something pretty cool as part of this game. Seem to be getting used to the combat of this game. It's actually really quite nice to play, to be honest. Ah, didn't dodge. It just makes you feel much more involved when you've actually got to target the mob yourself. You've got to keep your character being targeted on it and stuff like that. And all the dodging about and stuff that you've got to do like that, so it doesn't attack me. Oh. Just makes you feel like you're not playing a random, slightly more basic MMO. It just gives a bit of extra flow. Ah, oop, what have I done? So, this is the bit that I wanted to show you. You can pick up enemy monsters, let me just move this out of the way. Enemy monsters' items, so, well, certain enemy monsters, and then you can use them to attack other monsters, like so.
This skill is not available.
And do a shit ton of damage. and it seems to use up your stamina points whenever you're using a monster's item like that, and the same stamina points are used when you're trying to dodge and roll, as you can see. Seem to regenerate pretty fast, so it's about like there, 58 every 4 or 5 seconds, I believe it is. Yeah, it looks like something like that. So it's not as if you're, unless you plan on dodging an absolute ton, you should be okay for stamina. Oop, nothing to drop from him.
This skill is yet available.
Oh, another warhammer.
This skill is not yet available.
Aha. You can also get stuff like that, even when a monster's actually got a weapon. There's a chance for it to actually drop another item, which is quite useful. Instead of it just being loot the corpse, you can actually pick something off the monster itself. And like just then I got a buff from it. I'll see if I can get another one to do it. There's nothing to stop from. It just makes the flow of the game seem much nicer rather than just looting the corpse of the mob. I know it's the same kind of thing, you're still looting the corpse, but you're just doing it a different way. It just makes the game much different, a little bit different. So.
This skill is not yet available.
See, there we go. Like here, I loot it and then I get a buff. Just seems to, I don't know whether it's every single monster that you can break something off of, but I think it's just the odd one. It livens up the game a bit. Seems I'm terrible at dodging. One more Ebos. Where are they? There he is.
This skill is not yet available.
We seem to actually have area of effect attacks here. So, not sure whether it's just a build. I mean, I'm going to guess there's area effect attack spells, but you can actually also. Right, if I do this, and then I stand next to this crab, I can attack them both at the same time. So it seems just about all spells have an area of effect. Possible that a direct target spell doesn't, but like that explosion, it seemed to hit both of them. Once again, it's probably part of the same targeting system of the fact you actually got to look at the target instead of just clicking on it. You've got to actually look at the target instead of just clicking on its thing. Like you're not playing WoW, you don't just click on it and fire spells. Like I was saying before, it just seems to immerse you more in the game by giving you more control over the way you actually fight a monster. He is such a weird fish. Aha, new skill. So, I've been looking at this, Awakening Focus. Increases casting time by 100% when we're using both ice and fire magic. So, if I get this spell, just have a look at it 'cause it's all sparkly and awesome. Seems to be a basic kind of frost nova spell that slows a target.
Is it done?
And
What do you want?
what we want is a pirate sword. Just wait for him to do that. Good job! So we've got our sword. We can also make a shield.
I wonder how useful it will be.
And a staff. We need to turn this method first. So we turn in this quest, we get our wood for the staff,
Have it. Take a look for yourself.
and make our staff. The reason why I'm making 2 different items, which you might be wondering why, is because if I, well, as you can see I'm pressing tab now, you actually have 2 different items you can equip. So if I open my character log and my inventory, you can see here I can swap my pirate staff for that, and then if I swap to my other weapons, I can swap my sword and shield. Now I have brand new weapons in there. It's quite nice to be able to hot swap between 2 weapons. I'm not sure if you can do it in combat, but being able to swap from a attacking set to a defending set is really quite helpful. Gives more kind of stances to each character. You can start off going all out, and then if you need to reduce damage, so that sort of stuff, it's quite nice. I'll go turn in this quest, and then I think we'll leave this at part 2. I don't really want these videos to be too long. I don't want to bore you.
Oh ho! Better than I expected.
Oh, thank you very much, woman. So, Archaeologist Cargus. Want to protect the archaeologist.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Okay then, that's part 2 done. Once again, I'm really enjoying what I've played so far with this game. It's given me a part of it. The one thing that you want from an MMO is enjoyment of actually playing it. You don't want to feel bored when you're playing it, especially when there's such things as grinding and stuff like that in the game. If you're going to get bored of grinding and stuff like that, they don't keep it imaginative, then there's no point in playing. And this is actually the first game of MMO in a while that I've actually played that's actually given me the kind of sense of enjoyment of playing a game that I first got when I played WoW. I first played WoW a good 6 or 7 years ago, and there's not been any game that's kind of matched up to it, and it's quite nice to know that there's a free-to-play game out there that's matching up pretty damn well. Oh, there's a guy on a, it seems to be one of the mounts. Let's see if we can get a closer look at it before we go. That is the strangest looking bird I've ever seen, but yeah. Anyway, hope you like this video. If you do, please like and leave a comment. I'll see you in part 3. Goodbye.